When I was first introduced to her family, I believe one of her grandmothers or
My
great aunt.
grandma's sisters. My grandma on my mom's side, she has two sisters.
Uh,
When they first met him.
they referred us as coffee and cream.
Because I'm so dark and you're so light.
And I was pale, really pale back then. But I think it's a good analogy because coffee goes with cream and mixed together. They make a new flavor together, and people like that flavor, and that's how we are. You know, we're a perfect match.
Yeah.
We met at my fraternity house, Pi Kappa Phi.
And the sisters took me to a fraternity party.
It was during one of our rush nights.
We went to the party, I think it was their rush now.
I was talking to some of the older brothers.
I guess, to try to get them to join the house or whatever.
The gate swung open, and I looked, and there was a group of Asian girls, and Jen stood out among that group.
I met Wayne there.
First time I was really nervous. I walked up to her, I introduced myself, she said her name real fast.
I remember meeting him because he didn't remember my name.
So I kind of said hi and walked away.
I think he thought that my name was January.
She glowed. She glowed to me. Something about her was very special to me.
I thought he was a big dork.
That girl I need to go talk to.
The next day, there was a FASA meeting.
Filipino American Student Association, which I was more active in than Jen, and I'm not Filipino.
After FASA's first meeting, they always have something at Chuck E. Cheese.
Somehow I got a ride with them. Maybe it was a little setup.
I don't know how he ended up being in my car.
We had pizza, we were sitting at different tables, and we started playing games.
Me and him were playing games at Chuck E. Cheese.
So I started giving my tickets to her.
And he was giving me his tickets.
Maybe flirtatiously, a little bit.
I love to collect tickets at those places like Chuck E. Cheese, Dave & Buster's, that kind of stuff.
I should have known that she was going to take my money for the rest of my life.
Yeah, so I guess we hit it off then, because he's giving me his tickets and tokens. Kind of bought my affection.
Second time was she had gone back to Santa Barbara, and she had come back early for homecoming.
We were like hanging out, and then he's just like, oh, I want to take you out.
And I think I finally just asked her out.
So I was like, oh, okay, whatever.
See if you want to go out with me.
Our first date, I think it was because like Wednesday we met, Thursday, and then like a week after, like I think it was like another Thursday or Friday. Wayne had picked me up, and I was living at the dorm, so he picked me up at my dorm.
But being not from the valley and not really been on a real date ever, I didn't know where to take her or what to do. So I went to the Vaughn's down the street and looked for flowers to give her because I knew she'd bring a girl something to woo her. And so there was no red roses, so there was a white one.
He brought me a single white rose for our date.
And I thought that was unique, and I brought it to her. Ever since then, every anniversary on September 13th, I buy her a rose, and additionally every year.
He said we're gonna go eat, so I was like, okay, whatever. And mind you, we're in Northridge.
But I didn't know where to go.
We were driving all the way down the 210, like past Pasadena.
I knew of this restaurant in Arcadia where I grew up.
I was like sitting in the car like, oh my God, where's this guy taking me?
I was extremely nervous. I found I loved her values, who she was, what she represented, how she grew up. We were very similar in ways and very different in ways.
I knew that this is the guy that I could spend most of my life with.
I think I'm gonna propose to Jen sometime around her birthday.
No. He would never do that because he knows how I am about my birthday.
I've had the ring for about 2 weeks. It was in my pocket the whole time.
I had totally left. I left all my jewelry because he was rushing me, so I forgot my promise ring. And I was like, oh.
So when she left it on the counter, I snagged it.
We ate, and then, they have desserts. And he's like, why don't we just take the dessert to go,
I was extremely nervous. I've never been so nervous.
He pulls out the promise ring that I thought I had left in the cabin. And right then and there, I knew what he was doing.
Fumbled with that, got on one knee, and tried to remember what I was gonna say.
He's doing this, and he got down on one knee. He pulled out the ring, and I was like staring at the ring, like, wow, like that thing's
I stumbled through it and asked her to marry me, and she said yes. Babe, you've been my baby doll for 10 years. To experience life with you through college, through after college, through our beginning of our careers, and to today has been a joy and pleasure that I cannot express in words. To have you as a partner in life, to be able to kiss you every night and you to kiss me every morning means more to me than anything can ever buy. And as we travel our life together, I promise you that we will be a best of friends and our love will be true forever. And that you will be my top priority and our family as we grow. And I love you, Ben, forever together.
Like, I'm really glad that we're taking this next step together, and I look forward to the rest of our lives together. Like, I don't really see this as something as a change. It's just something that's just meant to happen. And I'm glad that it was with you. And you'll hear it in my vows, so I'm not going to say it here. But thank you for being the man that you are, and for being the other half of me that I never knew I was missing until I met you.
Jen and I want to thank everyone for coming tonight. We hope you guys have a great time tonight. Party on. You know how we do it. We do it big, and this is our celebration of our love. So we hope everyone to hop on the dance floor with us, have some drinks, have some dessert, and have a great time.
Yeah, so eat up all the desserts, drink up all the drinks. We don't want to take any of it home. So we're going until everything's gone. Hopefully, or the police kicks out.
So thank you, everyone, and rock on.
Party on, Wayne.
Party on, Jen.